Hello everybody. I just thought I would maybe go through my Michigan football card collection. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Here's some Eric All cards. He was helpful and then turned into a complete prick when he took off for Iowa. Andrew Anthony. I got most of the good players separated. Derek Alexander, Arrington, BJ Askew, Avant, Ronnie Bell, I guess is making a name for himself in San Francisco. Yeah, these were just bootleg cards from eBay. Bellamy, one of my first favorite players. I'm an old dude, so I grew up watching this guy, Touchdown Tim. He owns Ohio State. They showed up to Ann Arbor ranked #1 in the country. And he ran for over 300 yards all over him. There's Tom Brady. Unfortunately, I do not have Brady's rookie card. I picked it up a couple times at card shows. I mean, it was like you could get it for less than $1 at one time. Got a ton of Alan Branch cards for some reason. Did Alan Branch make a name for himself in the NFL? I'm not really an NFL guy, so I don't know, but holy smokes. This is a lot of Alan Branch cards. He got drafted. Doesn't say to who, or does it? No, I don't even know who he played for. But yeah, it's a lot of Alan Branch cards. I believe he was on the 2006 team. He had a very dominant defense. Here's one of my favorite dudes, Steve Breston. It's a numbered card. I didn't pay more than $1 for that. It's a cool card. It's from the Rose Bowl, even though they lost it. What year was this? When did he come out? Was this from the 2000? Oh God, that was it 2006 or 2007 Rose Bowl? I think that was the one they lost to Texas, maybe. Game-ending field goal. It was a bummer. I have a slot for Devin Bush, but unfortunately I only have 2 cards of him. I'm not sure there's more than that of him in a Michigan uniform. Famously went out and confronted the Michigan State players. We're walking across the field, got in their way, and then kicked the shit out of their logo at the middle of the field. It's my favorite Big Ten Network announcer, Jake Butt. One of the best tight ends, I think, that came out of Michigan. Got injured, I believe. Is that what happened? He got injured in the bowl game? Something like this. Here's the C's. There's Cole Cabana. He took off, I think, for Western Michigan. Anybody in the C's? I don't think so. Some Anthony Carter cards. I'm actually surprised I have so many Anthony Carters in the Michigan uniform. You wouldn't think there would be that many, but here there are. Here they are. Yeah. That's cool. Taco. I think I have a special taco card. I think maybe a jersey card. Autograph card. Yeah. I got this for like $3, I think. It's in really nice shape, too. That'd be one I could get graded eventually. Chesson, Michigan coaches. Fielding Yost, Bo. I'd like to get the autograph version of this. Gary Moeller, Jim. It's a bootleg card, but I thought it was a must-have. It was his first win over the Suckeyes. Junior Colson. I got a huge stack of Quorum cards. That was from the Washington game. I don't have any special cards for Blake. unfortunately, no autographs, no numbered cards, no jersey cards, but it's Blake, Crable, Mardarbo, some Braylon cards. He was a monster. When he was on, he was on. But I tell you what, they don't talk about when he was off. You talk about Mr. Butterfingers. He dropped some passes that were just maddening. Got a ton of Edward cards, too. Right, these blackout cards. These are neat. I hope the camera's picking this up. It's not too blurry. And yeah, I got a, what is that? My eyesight is so bad. 85 of 100. Not getting it graded because unfortunately you can see that upper corner, that little bit of white. I know you can expect it's going to come back a PSA 9. But it's still cool to have, I think. Chris Evans, Mike Evans, Chris Floyd, Funchess. Loved Funchess when he was at Michigan. Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant. I did get an autographed Mason Grant card out of my ONIT boxes. It's just the bottom left corner had a little bit of a bend, which is unfortunate because I really would have liked to have sent this to get graded, but with it being damaged, there's no point. And I will never give a free pass verbally for these companies. I mean, it was like $80 for a box of cards, and you're going to send me a card that's dinged up in the corner. I mean, print another one or give me a different one. Pull it and don't give it to anybody. But, you know, putting damaged cards in boxes, whether it's Michigan cards or Pokemon cards, it sucks. And I think it's crap that they don't have better damage control. You open a fresh pack of cards, you expect fresh cards from the packs. I do anyway. So my Mike Hart cards. It sucks that Mike Hart just kind of disappeared after the 2023 season. He didn't say goodbye, say anything. I know he had that seizure on the sideline at the Indiana game, so I'm sure he left because of health problems, but I mean, he's the guy to be celebrated. Love Mike Hart. He should have came out and said something. But, you know, it's his choice. Here's my Chad Hennies. Like, again, I'm blind. I'm blind. I can't see. I'm old. 3 of 75. I think I paid $2 for that card. Chad Henne. Boy, he had a long career in the NFL that I didn't even pay attention to as a backup quarterback. I think he got did he get a Super Bowl ring with the Chiefs? He got one with somebody. I mean, he made out. Here's Mr. Disappointment, Drew Henson. Well, he had a long career with the Yankees, right? Anyway, Daxton Hill. There's Dez. I like these gridiron. This was a gridiron set. They didn't come in packs. It was just a set from, I think, 92. And one of the coolest things about this set was all the coaches' cards. So you got, you know, Bobby Bowden, John Cooper, all those guys. And it's pretty neat to see how many big name coaches there were at the time. Spurrier. It's pretty wild. Here's hers. Here's my Hutchinson cards. I don't really have any special Hutchinson cards. I think I bid on a couple autographs, but once it starts to get out of the $10 range, I start going, do I really need it? That's neat. His draft card. It's usually a no. Or Steve Hutchinson. I only have one Steve Hutchinson card. Jarrett Irons, Marlon Jackson. Will Johnson. I got to pick up at least one autograph Will Johnson card. This card is, I think, should be worth quite a bit. He's going to be a star in the NFL. I mean, there's no way he won't be. Big Ten championship game. Love that card. Him holding up the newspaper. It's cool. It was fun. Both times they skunked Iowa. That was beautiful. And Taylor. Colson. All the M's. Mario Manningham. Here's my JJ cards. Started out with a bootleg. And here's basically his 2 rookie cards. Those are neat. I guess they did. I didn't realize they gave him 2 cards each year. That's cool. Nothing really special for him. I don't want to pay, $80 for an autographed card that I'm going to look at rarely. Oh, and here he is. Here he is, Mr. Subdivision. I love this card because there's snow coming down, so you know what game that is. I hope the guy gets over himself eventually, and it's a little bit of humility. To go on podcasts after you're done and badmouth Michigan. He's a kid. What can you say? There's a Rod Moores. I think I have an autograph card here. Yeah, numbered 2. 3 out of 100. I think I paid like $5 for it. No regrets. I really like that card. All right, last box. Here's my Mullings. Oof. First card, linebacker. Linebacker / running back. And blackout cards, I kept the gold one. I actually have this card. I have a number 14 of 25, I think, autographed. And it's on its way back from PSA. And I never look early, so it'll be interesting to see what it's graded. I think it's going to come back at 10. Here's a Jabo. Unfortunate thing about a Jabo is he was out of here before he could have... Well, I guess they started it late. He didn't get a Valiant card, but Valiant card of him sacking, what's his name from Ohio State would have been awesome. Stroud. Him sitting on his butt and his hands up the air wanting a penalty. So you sit down and shut up. You got owned. Peppers. 4 years in a row, man. There's Chris Perry. Great running back. Disappointing years. I mean, they did win the Big Ten. There was a year in here where they lost to Ohio State and still won the Big Ten. And then went on to the Rose Bowl and I think got murdered by USC, which that's never rare. I hate that they're in the Big Ten. I can't stand USC. It was fun watching them get beat. They're a little more humble, their fan base now, than they were, especially coming in, because they thought they were just going to steamroll the Big Ten. I don't know what gave them that idea, because they certainly weren't steamrolling the Pac-10 in recent years. Sanistrill, Schoonmaker, Skripnik, Ty Streets, Mazzy. Got a ton of David Terrell. Anthony Thomas, Toomer, John Vaughn. He was a great guy. Marquise Walker, if you're not old enough to remember, he came in and just smashed Michigan receiving records. He was so much fun to watch. You know, he's one of those guys that would reach out and snag a ball while he's falling backwards. I paid $2 for this card and it's numbered. I should probably get this one graded. He was amazing. But then a year after he left, in came Braylon, and I think Braylon pretty much broke all of his records. My first hero at Michigan, he skipped out on going to the NFL and came back his senior year. Loved him for that, even though he got dinged up and didn't really have much of a season. And I can't fault him for getting injured. Not his fault. Roman Wilson. And we'll finish off with my giant stack of Charles Woodson cards. That's a nice one. The shimmery ones. Unfortunately, I don't have any autographs or anything special. It's just a huge pile of Woodson cards. So, yeah, that's my collection. Hope you had fun checking it out with me. Have a good one.